It was really great to meet you all today in class. I'm glad to see you were able to log into Google Classroom. The first task I have for you on our first video is for you to log into Remind 101. And what I will do is I will send out reminders about tasks and quizzes and projects and such. You can sign up for this as well as your parents. In order to do that, you will open a new text message, and in the to where you would normally type somebody's name, you're going to put 8, 10, 10. And in the message box, you will use the @ with the circle like we do for different kinds of emails. And you will call it, you are in Ray, my last name, the number 8 for 8th grade, ALG for algebra. And we are going to send that. And it will register you in my sign up. You will get a message back. Remind updates. This is a thread for Remind messages for Mrs. Ray. You can save this number. You have joined Pre-AP Algebra with Mrs. Ray. You do not need the app because you won't be sending messages out. Know that I will not be permitting you to send me back messages. You can send do a thumbs up or something like that, but it won't let you send me any messages. And this is just a one-way communication for me to show you that I'm wanting you to remember that we have a test or a quiz or such. The next thing I want you to do is you should have a journal of some sort, a spiral, a composition book, and I just want to refresh something with you really quick, and that is writing expressions. Let me turn the light back on. That's really hard to see with the phone. And when we write expressions, this is going to lead into our lesson tomorrow. When we are writing expressions, I'm giving you words, and I want you to write me a number sentence without an equal sign. So the first example I'm going to give you is 11. I'm having a hard time writing today. 11 more than a number. Well, how could we write that? Well, we need to think about what more than means. More than means plus. We don't know what the number is, so we can use a variable. We can use n. We can use any letter that you choose, preferably not x. So we can write this as 11 plus n, or we can write n plus 11 because addition is a commutative operation where you can flip the order and it won't matter. Another example I want you to look at, and again, this should be completely reviewed for you, 2 more. And when you're taking the notes, you're just writing what I am and processing. If you need to pause the video, then you could do that and come back. Then a number squared. Well, again, here's that more. There's that number. You need to think about what this means. When we square something, we're timesing it by itself. So we can write 2 plus n squared. Don't write n times n. We need to simplify it as much as possible. Or you can write n squared plus 2. Because, again, addition is commutative. And we know by order of operations that we would have to square this number before we could add 2 to it, no matter what order we're writing this in. We're only going to do 4 examples. So the third one is a number divided by 6. A number divided by, I've left that order, a number, or a letter, divided by 6. Now remember, in 7th grade, you learned how to write division through all of your grades in multiple ways. In algebra, division is going to be a fraction, and you should have learned in 7th grade, or even in 6th grade, that order matters. So this first part is going to be your numerator, and this is at the end, so this is going to be your denominator. So the way we're going to write this is n over 6. Technically, you could write n, the division symbol 6, We are not going to write like that in algebra. Everything for division will be a fraction. The last example I have for you is 19 less than 3 times a number. Okay? There's our number there. I want you to be real careful with less than. Okay, this is not the inequality less than. This is going to represent subtraction. But when we say 19 less than something, we have to remember that means we're writing this backwards. That does not mean it doesn't mean 19 minus n. It simply means that 19 is going to go at the back. So 3 times a number looks like 3n. And if we're going to take 19 away from that, then you're going to have to write 3n minus 19. There is no other way to write this. Subtraction is not commutative. You cannot flip the order. Okay? Also, lots of people like to write the dot for times or an x for times. If we are showing multiplying of a number and a variable, we are not going to put a symbol. We're just going to write them right next to each other. So that is what I have for you right now. So the video is going to stop, and you're going to have 3 questions that you must answer on the video. If you want to do the work here in your journal, that's fine. After you've answered those 3 questions and you go back to Google Classroom, you need to make sure that you click done for the assignment so I can see that you did that. I hope you have a great night, and I'm excited to see you tomorrow.